I have many projects on my to-sew list and I decided to have some fun. Hi, my name is Agata. Welcome in Agata's Cottage. I have and I mean very long list of projects that I want to make, projects that are in progress, projects that are just an idea, basically a lot. I do have a massive fabric and pattern stash. I do so for others, not only for myself. I sew dresses for Project Dress a Girl. I sew zipper pouches and totes for local charity. I sew clothes for Chris, my husband, and Alice, my daughter. I sew gifts for my friends and my family. So I do sew a lot. However, sometimes it's hard to choose what to work on next, especially when it comes to projects for me. And I do have large stash. I want to work on using it up and I sign up for Last Sew Standing. I am creating a series on my challenge called the Fabric Freeze 2026 and I am planning not to buy anything between beginning of March, 7th of March, and ideally knit and stitch show in November. We will see if I will last, but if you haven't seen that video, I will leave it linked here and in the description box below. I hope you will have a look and join in on fun. However, not buying is only one side of the story. I need to use as well. And to use up, I need to be more decisive about projects I'm gonna work on. I did consider doing Carole's challenge, Fabric Wheel of Fate. It's great fun. I love watching Carole. I watch all the series. I love watching other vloggers that are doing the same challenge. Recently, Easy, Dizzy Quilts, and So Join. It's just so much fun. However, my problem is when I buy fabric, I buy it with specific type of garment. So it would feel almost like cheating doing this challenge because I knew from the start what this fabric supposed to become. And that wouldn't also help with the big pile of cutout projects and work in progress that I have sitting there. I did dealt with a fair bit of them during January, during Lisa's challenge finished that whip. However, since then I created way more by cutting out dresses for Project Dress a Girl and few other things. So when I notice that there is a new feature in the Stash Hub, in the projects, that says choose for me, I was like, that's interesting. And Alice started laughing because she said like the laugh I had sounded like very, very evil laugh. Anyway, I thought that it will be fun if I would let Stash Hub to choose my next project for me. I'm recording on my phone, so I cannot record myself doing the scrolling, etc. So I will do it now as a screen recording. You can do that on some of the phones. And hopefully Stash Hub will pick something fun for me. I will sew it up and show you in the next video. I decided to call this series the Sewing Slot Machine. The screen on the Stash Hub reminds me the screen of the slot machine, and I thought it's a very fun name. I hope you will join me if you are using Stash Hub, and if you are not, I will leave my referral code in the description box below. You can get a month free of the Stash Hub Plus, and I will get referral points. I have been using Stash Hub for years and it's integral part of my sewing journey. By the way, this video is not sponsored or affiliated or anything like it. I'm just a big fan of Stash Hub, Doug and Yvette. So let's see what the Stash Hub will choose for me. Just a caveat, I reserve the right to change the pattern or change the fabric if it or add additional fabric if it turns out that I don't have enough of the fabric for the pattern, because some patterns might require a little bit more due to the way the uh, pattern pieces are cut out than I anticipated. A lot of projects on my project list are just an idea, so I paired fabrics and patterns. When I buy fabrics, I very often, when I add them to Stash Hub, I will create project with that specific fabric, just so I remember what I bought it for. So wish me luck. I will be back in a minute and we will discuss what Stash Hub chose for me. So let's Stash Hub choose what I will sew next. Oh wow, that's gonna be challenging. So it's a Vernon shirt. I bought this pattern recently in fabulous navy cotton I got from So in Nace a couple of months ago. Oh wow, that's not an easy project for a start. I haven't sewn shirt in ages, so we will see how it goes. I do hope my machine is fine with the buttonholes because it has been temperamental recently, but we will see. When I originally bought this fabric, I wanted to use it in pattern hackathon in last July. And I wanted to create specific effect on the yoke. And if I have a picture still on my Pinterest, I will put it somewhere here. Um, and originally, I was planning to use one of the new look, slightly oversized basic shirt patterns. But when I got Vernon a couple of weeks ago during Kashmirette sale, upon recommendation from Dizzy Quilts and So, I thought that that would be perfect fabric for Vernon. So we will see how it goes. Of course, projects that Stash Hub picked for me are not only projects I will be working on. I still will be working on things that I started on my whips and other things that will arise, depending on the life needs. Are you using Stash Hub? If yes, please let me know what's your favorite feature. Did you ever made Vernon? If yes, I would appreciate any comments, any reflections you have about the pattern. I heard so many good things that I'm sure it will be grand so. So what you are thinking about this series idea? The first project is definitely not an easy one, but hopefully I can make the fabric and pattern justice. Would you like to join me with the sewing slot machine and let Stash Hub pick your next project for you? Thank you for watching. Don't forget, clean your sewing machine and change your needle. Happy sewing!